Morning. We're back on the boat. So I come to see all the lovely work Wayne's done under the tug.
Wayne and Stuart.
And Stuart, thank you very much, Stuart. And today all we've come is just to have a think, measure up, decide what we're doing with the dinette. I know Wayne spoke a lot about it yesterday.
Well, not a lot.
Wow,
just
okay, a little bit.
But basically, in order to produce a few drawings so that I know I'm going to put the dinette together, I need some critical dimensions. And for instance, I need to know how high the platform is that
you can see
we've stood on.
We've put
which is why she's tall.
What's the name under it?
And also what height the chair height needs to be so that we can comfortably look out the side hatches and see the world go by.
And where we want because we're raising the dinette, so our feet will be on a platform, not on the floor.
Yeah.
It'll be raised up. And then also we've got to think about the fact that it's also going to be turned into a bed.
Yep.
I want a U-shaped seating area, which is under discussion at the moment. And also
negotiation.
We need to remember that we have to also have this as a step to get out, of the front tug. So the good thing is that because we've got this hatch at the front, you're not having to sort of bend and stoop to get out the doors, so it'll be easier on that. So we're just going to film us messing around with a tape measure and
sitting on chairs.
And sitting on chairs. Yeah. Right. Okay. Thank you very much. And then next time, we will be getting the wood and starting to cut whatever we've decided to do with our dinette.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Bye for now.
See you in a bit.
Morning. We're back at the boat. We've been prepping the dinette at home. We've just done one side, then we come to do a dry fit. And Saoirse's come with us today. She had a nosy under there. I think once the radiator's on, I think it might be quite a cosy area for her.
Yeah, I think
to have a.
Once generally the boat warms up a little bit, she'll be a bit happier here.
Yeah.
At the moment, she's not that happy because it's a little bit cold for her, and she doesn't like being cold.
Oh gosh, precious, no. So we are going to dry fit. We'd love to actually paint the boat inside, but it's just too cold.
Yeah.
Because even if we dry fit and everything, we can't really fit it because we want to properly put the coats of paints on the wall. So everything's sort of going to be prepped and ready to go, and as soon as it gets to a certain temperature, it'll be all hands on deck to paint.
Above 5 degrees both day and night.
5 or 10?
5.
5, okay, fair enough. We'll then get the whole boat painted, and then we can actually start properly fitting stuff. But until then, we've just got to sort of prep. So, yeah. Okay, right.
Hello.
Go on. Go on.
So the way we're building the dinette is a framework of...
Hang on, I'll get out of the way, you can demonstrate.
Yeah, sure. So we've got a framework of 18mm ply, and this will... Sorry, Saoirse, I scared you then.
Yeah, should have.
So this will form the structure, so the bit that actually takes the weight. And then on the outside of this will be a cladding of oak face ply, and that's just to go with the oak trim that we will have in the boat, just so that everything isn't just white.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to go ahead dry fit this. This is for one side only. Once we've got this fitted and I'm happy with how it's all together, then I can use this as a template to make the other side.
Yeah, and then it'll be back home, sand, varnish,
Yep.
prime, and then basically we'll bring it back, do one more fit, and then it'll be, we'll just wait until we can paint the walls.
We can still paint with the framework in place. It's only once we put the facing ply on that we can't.
Yeah, I know, but I'd just rather, we've got clean walls, so I'd rather just get them painted.
Yeah.
So, right, okay, well, we'll get on, and we'll just film what we can.
Right.
Okay, bye.
See you in a bit.
squeeze up.
Yeah. Sure.
So we have sort of finished for today, but we've had a bit of dilemma, and yeah.
Well, first of all, we always knew the dinette was going to be
tricky.
just a little bit awkward to lay out, because there's a number of factors that we wanted to try and get in. One was to be tall enough to be able to see easily out the side hatches
and the
windows at the front,
windows at the side,
just so that when you sat at the dinette you've got a lovely view, which when you sat down on a settee or a chair in the lounge area, you're sat a little bit lower, so you don't often get that view. So we wanted to try and make sure that we got that. Storage is obviously an issue, so we wanted nice big areas under the seating.
Yeah. And also, obviously, we want it to be a spare bed in case we have friends or family over.
A bed for other people to sleep
So
in.
it has to be really functional.
Yeah.
Originally, we were going to raise it up.
Yeah. So that was
This. Yeah, sorry,
So,
you can't see it.
obviously, by the time you've got a cushion on here and everything else, that's a little bit higher again.
We were going to put
And then we were
a
going to
raised
build,
plinth.
because then this would be, obviously I'm sitting lower at the moment, but because this would be higher, your feet wouldn't touch the floor properly.
I know.
So we're then going to build a platform between, but then the complication with that is part of the platform would have to be removable
So we can get under the
to be able
front.
to get under the tug easily.
So we've had a long chat about it. We've tried various cushions.
Well, basically what we've found is, having this like this, if I sit back, it's not so much a problem for Ruth because she's got shorter legs than me, but if I sit back, I've barely got enough cushion under my legs, and I'm bolt upright against the side of the boat, so it's not a massively comfortable seating position.
And I think also, because we've got lower gunnels, and also our side of the boat do slope in a little bit, they're not totally upright, we haven't got a box. And when we wanted that, we have decided that actually, why are we making things overcomplicated?
Another issue that we hit with this particular version, let's call it a version, shall we? Version 1.0. Was obviously the infill cushions which will make up the bed, which go in the middle.
Yeah.
They're basically going to be around about a foot deep.
Yeah. Problem is, they come up here.
On here, by the time you got a cushion on, and then got a foot cushion.
Yeah.
The back of the cushion is going to be up here, which will even more limit where you can sit. So it feels like you're kind of perched on the end of something rather than be able to sit comfortably. For me, that just doesn't work. I'm not going to build something like that because it's just not comfortable.
No, it's just such a... So we had a rethink, as you do, as we do a lot.
Yeah.
And we decided to actually drop it slightly.
Drop it lower.
Yeah,
So
which means that we don't
Ruth
need...
is actually sat at the new height.
Yeah, this will be the new height, which is fine for the windows.
We don't need a platform on the floor for a start.
Yeah.
We can leave it the same floor height as we are. You can still see out the windows.
I mean,
you can still see out the hatches.
A lot of the time, the hatches are brilliant. They're huge hatches.
There's only this window, which is
the windows are slightly
high.
higher. So, but that's fine. It's what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is, really.
Yeah.
But it does mean that everything then fits, because at this height, the infill cushion now sits under the gunnel.
Yeah, it fits nicely into here.
So it's basically
back.
that height.
Yeah, because that's a foot.
It sits in underneath there. Obviously the wires will be out of the way. But that sits in underneath there, which will make it nice and comfortable, gives you the maximum room to sit down.
And
so
then,
we basically we've changed our mind.
Yeah, totally changed our mind. But not. It's still what we're doing.
Changed our mind, no, in a good way.
Yeah.
In a good way.
It's just simplified things, and I mean, we chatted about all sorts of other cantilever sliding bits for your feet, your legs, your knees.
Yeah, we did consider kind of having this sliding forward so it gave you more seating
angling
area.
the cushions at the back, but it's like we're just overcomplicating it all for a dinette, and we don't need to do that.
Yeah.
Serge has found her new home, chosen by herself. She wandered in there and decided, oh, I quite like this. So, yeah, she's quite
I think
chill
it's because
there.
she's out of the hustle and bustle.
Yeah, she's out the way. So, and oh my gosh, once that radiator's in, we'll never get her out.
Yeah, they need lock down there.
Yeah.
And actually, with the floor straight through as well, that's even easier for
Yeah.
her. Right.
And also, not that Wayne really wants it, but we'll have a slotted back section. Yeah, we will. And then we can have another cushion there, and it can be a nice U-shaped seating area too.
Not big enough for
Yes, it can. Yes, it can.
Not big enough.
Oh, so
We're going to have to have a step anyway.
it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'll sort that out later.
You won't sort that out.
I will. So, slightly change. So, literally, we're going to go and chop a few inches.
Yeah, basically, we're going to dismantle all of this.
frame.
Chop the bottom of the legs off to take it down to the correct height. I mean, we know everything is still going to fit.
Yeah,
So I can go ahead and build the other one to the same size. We can get it sanded, varnished, and painted.
yeah. And hopefully,
we can come
we'll
and
bring them
install it
back
into the boat.
next week, and we'll do a dry fit on both sides.
Yep.
And I just really need warm weather, and then we can start painting. Because then as soon as we can paint this area,
You stop going on about it,
I
painting.
just want it painted. Just want it painted. Hello. And then, yeah, so we're having a cup of tea, we'll tidy up, we'll hoover, and then we'll go. So thank you so much for watching this one. I say, bit of a change. Hopefully next week you'll see it's dry fit, all painted and varnished. And it will take you from there.
Yeah, we
So-
also need to get the panels for the front
We
and
do.
side.
Yeah, the oak veneer.
Open air ply.
So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah. I mean, if you've got any comments,
Yeah,
you want to
just-
ask any questions.
Yeah. And anything about last week's vlog? Or
Yeah,
the
last week's vlog.
Last
Unfortunately,
week's
had to be a lot of it in fast motion.
Yeah, there was hours and hours of footage.
There was quite a lot.
So it's like to put it all in. But if anyone's got any questions about it, Wayne's happy to happily go through it.
Yeah, happily go through all that, the technical questions and everything else. Yeah, just I wanted to get this done mainly so we can move on to the dinette, but also it just gives you. It was a difficult area to kind of explain to people what it was,
Yeah.
what we were trying to do.
An inside storage
But
area.
now that you can see
Utility.
it's blatantly obvious what it is and what it's for,
Yeah.
which is really good. And
Kennel
it
for the
seems
dog.
Seems like it's a kennel for the dog.
Right, okay. Thanks so much for watching.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.